Hello. Alright, so this is crazy. So I don't know if you guys watched this video before, but um what's their name? CoffeeZilla made a YouTube like three YouTube videos, three-part series on how Logan Paul scammed his viewers on a coin, on like a coin and idea of them saying it's a game. Um it's a really good video. I think you guys should watch it first before even if you want to know more detail, let me say it like that. So when it's critical, he was like he made some I watched his reactions to it. Um and it's just going shit is getting real. Shit is getting real. Alright. So let's watch this video. What you gotta say, Moise? What you gotta say?
Two's finishing off with a bang. Just a
It's
wild
crazy.
finale to this year. They've set off the fireworks a little early before New Year's
They sure
because
did.
a fat load of goofiness was just dumped on us like a filthy, stinky golden shower.
Mm.
We received a
I
delivery
love me a
for a
golden shower.
package of drama that not many people ordered or expected. So
I'm,
I just
I,
wanted to do
I'm
like a
lying. I
little
don't know what I'm talking about.
ESPN halftime show and just kind of give everyone the update on where everything's at because so
Alright.
much has happened all at once in just the
Alright.
last 24 hours. It's hard to keep track of. So
Give
I'm
me
just
the
going to be here as like your navigator on the ship.
yeah,
The first
give me
and
the rundown.
obviously largest topic to begin with is the Andrew Tate situation with him and his brother Tristan being arrested in Romania on human trafficking
Yes, I
charges.
just watched
At
that.
least that's what was initially reported by every major outlet
Oh,
ever.
this could be my
However, this has been developing in a
update.
very interesting way.
What is going
It's
on?
like
What's the
diarrhea in a
update?
swimming pool. The
Because
water's getting messy because it started.
yeah, give me the update. Because I just watched the App and Preach video. They just they talked about this. They talked about because I guess they watched it from where it just began. So let's see the updates on this thing. Let's see the updates.
Circulating on Twitter that he wasn't arrested on human trafficking
Okay.
charges. It was money laundering and
Mm.
not human trafficking. The genesis
I don't
of
know
this
what money
claim
laundering
started from
is.
an account
I just be
called
saying
Rap
shit.
TV, which I'm not super familiar with, but from everything I can read, they're not like the end all be all of truth tellers. But they made a
Sure.
post claiming that human trafficking charges against the Tate brothers were bogus. It was actually them being apprehended for money laundering
Mm.
suspicion. However, that tweet's now been deleted.
Oh.
And while they've deleted that tweet, this one still remains on their account about it being an alleged human trafficking probe. So to me, that
I,
says that they must have got word, like
I,
officially, that it wasn't money laundering. However, that narrative
I
still
still
exists
don't know
on
what's
Twitter and
going
has led
on.
to massive debates about what's the truth behind their arrest. I haven't seen a single major outlet run with this narrative other than a couple of random accounts on Twitter. Not
And
even like
Instagram.
news accounts or anything like that, just actual
Cause
random
I
individuals
checked my
running with it,
Instagram.
even though
It's
that tweet
everywhere.
has now been backpedaled. Every major outlet that's covering the case hasn't mentioned money laundering a single time.
Yes.
Which I suppose you could write off as a big conspiracy to keep the truth under wraps, I guess. But most of them are just focusing on what the prosecutors are claiming to have found, with like 6 women who had been sexually exploited. These are big
It's
claims, and
crazy.
obviously nothing's proven yet, so we're gonna have
That's
to
a
wait to see how this case plays out, which
yes.
is exactly what I said in the last video as well.
You
It's
mean
not some
another
kind of
video?
done deal. This
I'm
is
not
a
watching
big
that.
investigation that's been ongoing for some time, so we're gonna have to see how everything turns out. Now, I also do take a lot of information from outlets with a grain of salt, as everyone should. However, when every major outlet, including official sources involved in the case, as well as video evidence of the arrest and everything, is coming out, it's no longer just a rumor and potential fake news. There's clearly something going on here. So the reason why I'm mentioning that right now is because this really exploded this morning when Andrew Tate on Twitter made a statement of his own. He tweeted, "The Matrix sent their agents."
Oh,
And this led people to believe that it was all a hoax from the beginning. He's
that's such an Andrew Tate thing to say. What the fuck does that even mean? First of all, it makes no fucking sense. It makes no sense. What does that even mean? And what's the other one? I was gonna say something. I was gonna say something really smart. I'll if it's important. I remember it. If it's important.
clearly free now, thus all of this was a bunch of baloney. But that's not the
It's
case because he
so
was only
stupid.
being detained for 24 hours from the start. It's
True.
been 24 hours, thus they let him go, like a fish back into the water. Like he's home, he can tweet, You know, he could even make another video smoking a cigar if he
Oh,
wants.
it's only been so it's only 20. It's like a 24-hour thing. What the fuck is going on? I'm so confused. I'm confused as fuck. What the fuck is going
To, but it's not because he's free from the investigation or anything. He's just free from the holding period. From everything I have
Oh.
read and from everything I've seen from the sources, like the real sources, like the officials,
Yeah.
he is still being investigated on the human trafficking charges, and they're currently trying to lobby for a 30-day extension on his detainment period while they
Okay.
continue to investigate. So he is able to tweet, talk, and do everything he'd like to do now.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean that proves his innocence. They let him go because of that. At least not in anything I've read so far. Now maybe that changes in the next couple hours. It's very possible. But like I mentioned on stream as well, I am not surprised that he is not being held in prison for the duration of this investigation. Him being released on bail, I could absolutely see being a permanent thing throughout the entire investigation
Yeah.
and being able to do what he wants online.
I think
Like
bail
that's
is the
not
biggest
surprising
thing.
in the
That's probably
slightest.
gonna happen.
But it makes no sense. Like ton of takes I saw on Twitter this morning about like how my video is now completely incorrect because Andrew Tate is home tweeting.
I can't. That's why I don't go on Twitter. I don't even say I'm live on Twitter.
No, it's not. Everything I said isn't invalidated by the fact that he is
It's fucking
past
Twitter.
the
Come on.
24-hour detainment period. That was always going to happen. That doesn't disprove anything. Everything about like the claims and all of that are still there, and the
Yes.
investigation is ongoing. He is
not
just
done.
able to tweet and do what he wants now because of the detainment period expiring. Like it's just delusional to say that now it was all just rumors being spread. I make you feel real fucking silly now, Charlie. No, I was reporting on all of the facts that were presented from the video of the arrest, from all of the claims made by the prosecutors and everything going on
Okay.
there. I was talking about those and even mentioning we're going to have to wait to see how everything wraps up. And now we've
see.
had a more recent development with what's going on in the investigation, and now he's past the detainment period. So maybe Andrew Tate will even make a public statement about all of this and give more insight into what's happening. Like, this is not something that's surprising or unexpected. And it doesn't all of a sudden magically make everything I said in the last video wrong, because all of those facts are still currently facts, unless that gets overturned in the next few hours, which again, it could happen. It's very possible. I'm not denying that. I'm not there. I don't have a secret camera installed in Andrew Tate's home. I don't know what the truth is. I'm learning the same as everyone else. That
Yes.
pizza box theory had a lot of weight behind it with where that source came from making the claim. So that one is still currently intact as well. And a lot of people are harping on that, like, how could you ever believe it was the pizza box? Well, because they even said it in like their initial reports. Like that is still there, which it could be overturned. All of it could be,
yeah.
as it develops. And so we're going
I
to
just think pizza
wait
box thing
and
is just
see.
stupid in my
I'm
opinion.
just talking about all of the information that's available and what's going on. So yeah, just wanted to clear that up. And I know a lot of people have been stressing about this with Andrew Tate and his brother being arrested. So you probably had a difficult time sleeping. And maybe it's because of the stress, and maybe your mattress just isn't that great. So
My
I'd like
mattress
to
is
thank
not that
Helix, the sponsor for today's video, because
Oh.
maybe it'll help you get some sleep in such troubling times. Big thanks to Helix.
W sleep number. W sleep number. L Helix. L Helix. I'm playing. I love Helix. I like all mattresses. I feel like mattresses are just like
Helix mattress for about 2 years now, and it's still the perfect fit for my body type. It's not super firm, and it's not super
he almost showed his fucking balls. Okay. Whoa.
quick and easy process to fill out the quiz and get that
Yeah. I need some. I don't know. Those are such a. This is a long ass ad. Oh my god. Look at this old. This is his old setup. So he did this ad a long time ago. He just re-uploaded the thing. That's funny as hell. Alright. Back to the video.
once again making a fool out of himself. He posted this picture on Twitter, I guess as a little prelude to his upcoming response to the CoffeeZilla video series that exposed him for a
Lord
massive
Jesus.
crypto scam
What
called
is
Crypto Zoo. He's been teasing that he's going to respond to it on January 3rd, and then he dropped this little nugget of cringe on Twitter today.
That is
He's cosplaying as CoffeeZilla with his standard attire, and the caption is just coffee and cap emoji.
That's,
So I'm led to believe, as are most people, that what he's doing is a satirical investigation on himself, where he's going to be diving deep into Crypto Zoo and everything that happened there.
L
And I
joke.
imagine the
L
shocking
joke.
revelation from his investigation will be that he's innocent. Logan Paul investigated himself and found out that it was actually everyone around him that was evil, not him.
Him.
He's the good guy. Logan Paul has cleared himself of all charges. He is innocent on all accounts.
Every single one of
Like I
them.
said in the initial video, I really am excited to see his side of things. He's maintained that CoffeeZilla got it wrong. So I'm really excited to see from his perspective. You know, I'm pumping my
This would be a
fist to
banger
watch
video.
Ace Attorney Paul get out there and set the record straight and present his evidence from his side. If
Love
I
Ace
had to take
Attorney.
a
I love
guess
Ace
at how
Attorney.
he's going to work this case, I imagine he is going to focus very heavily on Eddie and Jake the Crypto King. I'm not going to get too deep into this because maybe some of you aren't familiar with the crypto
Yeah.
scam that Logan Paul was exposed for, so I won't get into the weeds of it. But I imagine he is going to drill heavily on those two characters as bad actors while downplaying his involvement with the project, even though he was the face of it and the one that actually put it on the map promoting it. So I feel like he is going to really laser focus on those two being bad. And once again, everyone involved in CryptoZoo was a scammer, so they're all bad. But he's going to really minimize his involvement in the entire project
guys
and just
reading my
focus
mind.
on the other people that were also bad.
Just-
That's what I think will result from the investigation, but I am super open to be proven wrong. I just
Me
wanted to
too.
put my prediction out here just in case it happens to be accurate because then it looks really cool.
True.
But I am a little pessimistic about how this is going to play out for him because he doubled down on the cringe by posting this video or this picture as a reply, which is just a picture of a broken coffee mug with coffee on the floor.
That's stupid.
That is so lame.
I know.
I really hope this is just a stock photo and he didn't set this up for a photo shoot because that is embarrassing. Now,
is.
the next crazy topic that's happened over the last 24 hours
the
is YouTube secretly rolling out a huge policy change, like an
Whoa.
absolutely massive change to the platform
Oh shit. I
that
didn't-
overnight demonetized tons and tons of channels. Like entire channels being demonetized. Very popular channels losing monetization on like half of their catalog of videos.
I didn't
It's
see
a
this.
big change that YouTube didn't publicize, so no one saw it coming. It snuck up and surprised everybody.
I didn't
It's
see
a
this.
change to their policy in regards to profanity and in regards to like violent gaming content or anything involving violence, even like in its in animated
Oh,
forms and
Oh
shit too.
Lord.
So I actually won't talk about it too deep right now because I made an entire video going over the entire subject because there's so many moving parts to it.
Oh,
So I'll post
thank you.
that later on tonight. This
I'll watch
next
that.
topic actually
I'll
isn't
watch
super new, at least not in regards to the other ones here. It's not something that's happened over the last 24 hours, but it's still one I want to talk about because it's just a trend that continues to infuriate me and
What's
a
going
lot
on?
of other people as well. The Last of Us showrunner is once again doing the standard thing of belittling the games that they're adapting for the show. This is a terrible strategy that's been used by many shows that have come before Last of Us, most notably and most disgustingly by the Halo TV show, where the creators proudly proclaim that they never played the games and had no interest in playing the games, which is what
That's disgusting.
the fucking franchise was based off of in the first place. It's just this continued trend of shitting on the games and making it seem like you actually don't care about that at all. Like, what is the point?
That's
Why
actually
make an
disgusting.
enemy out of the fans of the property you're adapting?
True.
It is just so nonsensical.
So
It's
weird.
fucking lunacy. I
Weird.
don't get it, and they continue to do it. Just loving the smell of their own farts so much that their entertainment medium is so much better than video games. In video games, it's just pixels that are dying. In TV, it's people pretending to die. It's so much more highbrow than your lame ass games. We're doing you a favor by adapting that trash into our HBO Last of Us show. Here's his whole statement, and I don't even disagree with it. It's not incorrect. It's just useless to say because this comes across as you not respecting the game you're adapting. When you're playing a section, you're killing people, and when you die, you get sent back to a checkpoint. All the people are back, moving around in the same way. Watching a person die, I think, ought to be much different than watching pixels
So let me
die.
say it like this. Hold on. Pause this.
Yeah.
Pause this shit. First of all, look, I didn't like Last of Us 2. I'm just a big Last of Us hater. But the Last of Us 2, 1 are both beautiful games. I'm just a hater. But that's the thing. The checkpoints is just to go back in the story because it's a game element. The game is a story. Like, the game is a story. All you gotta do is choose an ending and the intended ending by the developers. And if you don't understand that, then you're fucking stupid.
I mean, it should be different. But why say it this way? But when you say watching pixels die
So
and like
weird.
downplaying the emotional impact a game can have on someone and just reducing it to just pixels on a screen, you're clearly showing some kind of bias towards not really liking the
In
game
general.
itself. You could have said the same message very differently. Oh, in The Last of Us, Death was always very emotional and did a great job in the medium, and we're hoping we can take that same energy and deliver that same emotion in our field. We're hoping with our show we can faithfully adapt the video game characters into the real world, and it's going to be a little different because now it's human beings you're seeing here, but hopefully it can still hit the same emotional beats the game did. Like, you're saying the same thing, but in a very different way. It's
Mm-hmm.
very clear that you are showing a
A
lot of
lot better
respect to the
way.
source material that you're adapting. I was very optimistic for the Last of Us TV show because for me it sounds like something you can't really fuck up since it's such a clear roadmap to
That's
follow.
what
It's
I
just
said.
like there's very little wiggle room to ruin it.
That's what I
But
said.
now after reading this statement, I have to scratch my head and get a little curious. Well, how much did they play the game, and do they even like the game they're adapting? Because it seems like time and time again, studios pass off these adaptations to departments and people that don't even play or like the property that they're adapting.
So
So why the fuck do they keep getting the projects? But yeah,
I
that was really
don't
the
know.
last big topic that's happened recently that I thought was important just to get the like cliff notes out here about what's going on. A lot of these stories
Appreciate
are
it.
still developing, obviously, so I'm very curious to see where all of these end up once they reach their conclusions.
I
And
appreciate
that's
it,
about
man.
it. So yeah.
I appreciate Charlie for giving me that news update. Alright. So a lot of stuff is happening. And it's only 2 days left of the fucking year. 2 days left. And so much shit is going on in this past week. It's crazy. So, if you have anything to say in the comments, say it in the comment section below. So hope you guys have a nice rest of your day. And boom, boom, hold up. Let me see the description actually. See, look, you do put hashtags in your description. I feel like, because I'm starting to put stuff in my description. The match responsive transition was slick, so good that I felt like I needed to watch it. El- Alright, sorry. I don't like bad comments. Alright, so good video. I love Moist Critical Charlie. So if you have anything to say in the comments, say it in the comments. Like the video, subscribe, do what you need to do, and hope to see you when you need to. Hmm. Hmm. You like that? No?